Nice group picture. If your height begins with a 5, I'll never date you. Me, relieved that I'm 5 feet 16 inches. How I imagined Medeiros as a kid. How I actually look. Boss, you're fired. Me, pauses pun, why? Things I hate. 1. Vandalism. 2. Lists. 3. Irony. 4. Lists. 5. Repetition. 7. Inconsistency. If I was a cornerman for a female UFC fighter and she was losing the fight, I would just yell calm down. Crush, I just cut off 4 inches of my hair. Me, so. Crush, 4 inches is a lot. Me. We can steal your man. Shorty in the back looked like she gonna steal the Declaration of Independence. How old were you when you realized that the dad in Jumanji was also the hunter? Throwback to the time FIFA caught 4 men playing for the Iran women's national team. Just look at number 10. Swear to ducking God, if these little retards keep on leaking this ducking game, you'll be lucky to play it in 2029. Ducking try me. 10 years ago, I was addicted to dogs. Now I have a wife, family, car, and a great job. Noted. Step 1. Get addicted to dogs. What's the etiquette of rubbing one out under the table? You ask this on almost every video. May I suggest you seek professional help? When you take a 2-minute nap while driving. The world worked like that since Bible times, and it has worked for almost 3,000 years. The moment humanity ducked up as women's suffrage, that was the beginning of the bad times. There's a reason you carry the child and not me. It's your intended purpose as a woman. Just like the reason I have big muscles and larger is, so I can work and build. The reason you have tights and a uterus is, so you can carry and feed a child. Your body tells you what your job is. Thanks for listening to my TED Talk. I'm breaking up with you now. Have a good life. What? You talk about sex too much. Mom. Is it because it's not heterosexual sex talk? Not at all. You know I love and support you. It's because you taught grandma what fisting is. Designed for maximum concentration. What people think of when you say sports anime. What sports anime actually is. Self-esteem test. Do you wear makeup? If you said yes, congratulations. You are obviously not proud of your own face. You failed the test. I'm a guy, and I wear makeup. Problem? I ran into my number 1 spender on OnlyFans. You might have ran into him, but he definitely did not run into you. I, who say El Taurus, am getting a tattoo voluntarily on January 2nd, 2019, so that I can earn my wife's trust back for the pain and suffering I have caused in our marriage. I'm a liar, cheater, manipulator, deceiver, hole or frosty tooth lover, dishonest and disrespectful. The person writing the tattoo. Anybody want pizza rolls? I have been on Earth 26 going on 27 years, and I promise you this is the first time I've seen someone pull something out the oven with a slice of bread. Honey, I got out of work early. What are you doing? Waiting for my little love lizard. Me making direct eye contact with the KFC worker as I soak my balls in the deep fryer. 5-year-old me having a blink contest against a mirror. I win. Last night at the bar, this woman got mad at me because I asked her how Beyonce and the kids were doing. My god, the fountain of youth, after all these years. 60 years old, when I still had hair. 35 years old, when I still had muscle. 21 years old, when I didn't really need to sleep. 7 years old, when I learned how to swim. My daughter got a job at McDonald's. After her first day, she came home, and I asked her how it was. She burst into tears and said, "Everyone was so mean to me. One person called me a dumb piece of shit because I forgot their nugget sauce. This broke my heart, but I was happy I was there to comfort her because I knew as she got older and older I'd be there less and less. Then one day I'd die and would never be there for her again. So I gave her the biggest dad bear hug ever and said, next time, don't forget my sauce. Just got dumped over my fish. I know this is totally unrelated to this sub, but I thought I just had to share this. So you guys may have seen me posting a bit in the last couple months about my new better Clarence. He is my first fish I've ever owned, and so far I've been taking really good care of him. He's in a cycled bulk water tank. He has a snail friend. I feed him regularly. He's awesome. Well, I've been dating this girl for about 6 months and she wanted me to come spend the weekend at her place. I said that I would absolutely love to, but I'm scared to leave Clarence for that long as it's my first time owning one, and I don't know what I'd do if I came back to a sick fish. She got mad that I was essentially choosing a fish over her. She hasn't texted me in a while, and she has me blocked on Instagram. I think it's over. I'm not mad, just confused. Edit, never mind. It wasn't my fish. She's with her ex right now. She was cheating. I wish for my hair to not be on fire. Please do not touch. In the USA, they have single person benches. In 1999, this was considered an affordable home for a single income family where the breadwinner works entirely in waste management. How far we've fallen. We will now be charging 50 cents for each additional sauce. Hostage tape. Wake up feeling refreshed and closer to your partner. If she wants you to pay child support, remember it ain't your fault she put her legs behind you and didn't let you pull out. Make her pay you for making you put your seed on her. Chelsea, Miss Gray is here to pick up her husband's remains. I left them on your desk. Selling robot vacuum cleaner. Never used before. Clears territory of around 200 to 400 square meters in a few seconds. Only with the incredible power of the human digestive system am I able to turn dog pee into human pee. Wow. Woman lists room for $900 a month, but renter must share bed with her. The internet had been left in shock after someone was charging $900 rent for a room which requires the tenant to share the same bed as them. Pay attention to who is celebrating the stabbing of Derek Chauvin. This you? Even when Paul Pelosi isn't drinking, he's getting hammered. 1977. 2023. I only went in for a burger. Christ, did the poor woman in the middle have 16 children? Her nickname was Clown Car. Modern take on the nativity scene. What is your last wish? Do you wish to be free? Yes, it's what I wish for the most. I wish you no longer felt that way. Hey Jaffa, can you make this look festive? Say no more. Heather, 20, 756 miles away, active 2 hours ago. About Heather, my nickname is Gillette, because I'm the best a man can get. Also I will cut you. I've opened 6 birthday cards so far and already up $165. I love working for USPS. When you're burying unborn souls in some chick's holes and her dog snags a taste of your chili hole. Internal organ vending machine. Have you ever avoided taking an ambulance because you could not afford it? The ambulance is not your taxi to the hospital. What in the goddamn duck is it then, sir? Probably today's generation has no clue there's 2 people in this picture. Disney, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is the most comprehensive collection of IPs under one brand. Hallmark, Merry Christmas, Mother Ducker. This homeless man was hiking between towns when he came across a house on fire with a family trapped inside. He managed to single-handedly put out the blaze with water from a nearby creek using only a glass jar. Google One Man One Jar for the full heroic story. Dear Brazilian supporters, we are going to meet you very soon in our stadium. Whenever I hear Star Wars, Marvel, and Indiana Jones fans complain about Disney ruining their favorite franchise. First time. Mark Zuckerberg resemblance to King Philip. Meg Ryan loves being old and says aging isn't terrifying. When she gets done snacking yo meat, but then she pulls out hers and says your turn. Hol Up. My husband killed himself last week. It feels weird and ducked up to post this on Twitter, but please, if you're struggling with addiction and mental illness, please don't choose this. Please seek help. Or the hugs. This is the last video I made before my husband died. It's me masturbating on the couch in the yellow dress. In case you wanna see. Love you guys, Zuxo. Your daily motivation. Whenever you feel sad and lonely, don't forget you're also ugly and poor. Who dares summon me? A greater demon. Grant my wish. Sacrifice me 8,888 skulls. And I'll give you whatever you want. I want to snack some demonette tights. Hol Up. Some guy trying his best to linger me. Me with the linger up my urethra. If SpongeBob would walk around after having sex with a guy, wouldn't that mean he is soaked full in semen and is basically a moving semen bank? Memory loss is more painful than you might think. Man in eye patch pretending to play the violin with an abacus. Dads when gas prices go up 1 cent. From an article about teenagers becoming radicalized online. We deliver pizza to literally anywhere. I hate it when my girlfriend turns into the moon. I hate it when my chinchilla eats the universe. I hate it when my toaster goes synchronized diving. I hate it when my cat seduces me. Dude, what? A 16-year-old is a child. 16-year-olds can get pregnant and give birth. They're women. 13-year-olds can get pregnant too if they are already in puberty. Are they women? You sound like a fee-do. Yes, 13-year-olds who can get pregnant are indeed women. Also, a paid-for file is someone who is primarily sexually attracted to prepubescent children. The word prepubescent is key here. LMROOOOO. I rejected this sweet guy various times. Then couple months later he's dating someone new. Saw him on the train with her after school. Then once I got home I cried. When you live in America and you want to surprise your girlfriend by taking her to the most expensive place in the city. Cursed feminist. Feminist will always have something against Tate. I don't know why. It's probably the human trafficking. Shaved Keanu looks like he's about to take 50 points from Gryffindor. Congrats to my cousin and her new car. $360 a month. 84 months. Wet dog meets semi-wet dog. Do you all know how much a terabyte is? Throw him in the volcano. Alan man busted with 58 terabytes of child porn. State prison next exit. Do not pick up hitchhikers. Will not kill you. Proud dad or smart way to get people to not mess with his truck. My son was inmate of the month at Pelican Bay Penitentiary. X is the only platform you can trust for honest information. All the others are bought and paid for. You didn't build Twitter, so that means you bought and paid for it. I do think it's cute that you think you are different than any of the other billionaire media buyers throughout history. You receive an email from the professor entitled Exam Postponed. Exam postponed. Hello all. Unfortunately, I have to reschedule the exam, and I will have to cancel class on Thursday. Against my best wishes, I have been shot and am being treated in the emergency room. I also have Cupid, and the divorce is getting messy. Office hours are still 11 to 12 on Monday or Wednesday with your teaching assistant. If I'm alive, the exam will be moved to Monday of next week. Keep reviewing the texts and remember to look over your IDs. when you just roll with your drain baby. Vengeful ghost area next 5 miles. Do not pick up hitchhikers. Find a small beginner streamer, sub to them for years, and see them grow to great success. Learn about their lives and care about them. They call you stupid and ban you over a neutral comment in chat. My husband is divorcing me because I cheated. Can I get half of what he owns without getting also the kids? I want to have fun with the money and I think the kids would take too much of my time. Me watching all my favorite YouTubers I liked either be exposed as a terrible person, become annoying, stop uploading or become a sellout. My hometown recycles old graves as picnic tables. When our plates chip, it's always in the same way and size. Only the very stupid think science can only be learned or commented on by experts. The entire purpose of true science is that it can be replicated and understood by anyone. In this case, it is very difficult to find any long cupid suffers who are unvaccinated. 1998, Yahoo refuses to buy Google for $1 million. 2002, Yahoo realizes its mistake and tries to buy Google for $3 billion. Google says give us $5 billion. Yahoo says no. 2008, Yahoo refuses to be sold to Microsoft for $40 billion. 2016, Yahoo sold to Verizon for $4.6 billion. Don't be like Yahoo. What $100 looks like to you as a kid, $500 as a teenager, $1,500 as an adult. People who leave their phones set to military time are ducking war criminals. How do you look at 1605 and go wow I can understand that? Ducking boot clickers what's next? You gonna go join the army? Recruit me? Americans be like, okay, I can't count past 12 actually. It's sure weird how depression and anxiety are huge problems for young people in a society where everything costs more every year and every single human act gets monetized on a planet that is boiling alive. Must be a coincidence. Scene to scene is encouraged for newborns. I don't think he is trying to feed the baby or anything mad. Not from the dad. Think of doing this with your own dad when you were a baby. It didn't happen. It's unnatural and weird. I would love to know where this nonsense originated from. The next person who's gonna argue with me about cars is gonna get bulked. Don't tell me that I can't go buy a car after filing for bankruptcy. I've got a lawyer who knows everything about that kind of stuff. I know what I got myself into, and I have a plan. If you don't like that I have goals. Sit down and shut up. The cool thing about washing the dishes is that at the end comes the reward. Millennial criminals, you're going away for a long time. Hell yeah. Free rent. I hereby sentence you to Delt for free. I don't believe in scaring new moms with labor horror stories. Epidurals aren't necessary. Women have become weak. Birth and labor shouldn't be discussed as nightmares. Yeah, that's why I'm on the fence of having children. Because of those stories alone. It's reassuring to see that somebody rather evoked more positivity when it comes to childbirth and pregnancy. It's the most beautiful and natural thing our bodies were designed to do. No woman should be scared or stressed. Our minds are a powerful tool. Labor and delivery can be virtually painless if you want it to be. Thanks Barlethy for being the first client at my sister's new scene care studio. Thinking about how the guy with the highest recorded IQ in the 21st century worked as a jacked bouncer and preferred to be mostly left alone. While American YouTuber MrBeast's goal was to provide clean drinking water for 500,000 people, activists say his actions shamed the Kenyan government and helped perpetuate the stereotype that Africa is dependent on handouts. YouTuber MrBeast builds wells in Africa, but receives criticism for spotlighting failures of the Kenyan government. True story, Harvard Business School rejected me in '91. When I got the news, I checked to see if they'd cashed my $100 application fee check. They hadn't, so I did a stop payment. When they called, trying to collect, I suggested they could learn a business lesson from this. Sula Braverman says it is her dream and obsession to see a flight take asylum seekers to Rwanda. She voted against the infrastructure bill. An Amtrak passenger train just derailed in California. 2 weeks ago, a highway collapsed in Philadelphia. Stuff like this is going on constantly in America. We are sending our money all over the world, but our own country is falling down around us. My son's 3rd grade teacher taught my son that 1 divided by 0 is 0. I wrote her an email to tell her that it is not 0. She then doubled down and she said the principal. The principal responded saying the teacher is correct. What do I do now? To be honest, I'm mildly infuriated, but I'm wondering if I'm just overreacting. Should I just stop fighting this battle? AU Contra. I've been showering for 64 years now and not once has another man laid eyes on my nuts. When I was a boy, my father told me that for another man to gaze upon your frankenbeans is one of life's greatest sins, and I can't risk going to hell because my Aunt Catherine lives there, and I sure as heck ain't being roomies with her. If you're wondering how I've stayed sinless for so long, I'll tell ya. The secret is to wear a sock over your Johnson, and then smear wet cement over the sock. Good luck getting anybody to see anything after that. Dudes will pay $10 for a Call of Duty scene, but think OnlyFans is ridiculous. Can your tights glow different colors whenever I shoot someone with it? Nah, at least when I give EA and Activision my money I know I'm gonna get ducked.